The early bird catches the worm, and that's what they always say. But sadly, I have no choice but to get up and work. Amazon orders to pack, eBay orders to pack before I go and start fixing a roof. Now, this is going to be a big day because after having lots of conversations, I could not sleep at all. I'll tell you all about it. So, if you have a look at the previous video that I done, this was a call I got on a Sunday morning to go out and fix, or to go and check a roof that needs fixed. This is one of my tenants' houses. Sadly, the whole roof had disappeared. So I had to either get someone to repair it or repair it myself. This is a bigger issue, so I'll tell you now, whilst I do the labels. So since talking to the neighbours in regards to the roof, if you have a look at the video, I'll show you it here. This video itself is about the roof that had been blown off in Storm Amy, named after my daughter, who can be a bit stormy at times. But anyway, regardless. So that had ripped off the roof of number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, and ended up just partly ripping off number 15. And because of that, I've had so many inquiries for number 11, number 12, number 13, and number 15 who want me to go ahead and repair the roof for them. This is a big job then. So due to this, I have said to every single one of them that I have to strip back all the crap that's sitting on top of the roof right now, the busted tar, and I am going to have to clean that at their expense and my own, and take all that stuff away and dispose of it safely. So just for the heads up, I will be using EPDM rubber, 1.2 millimeter thick, and it's a semi-permeable membrane. There's been a lot of people who have given me advice on my channel, so who gave me the advice, thank you very much. This is so helpful. Keep it coming. The comments are very important for me. I do my own building repairs, and I try to do it as good as I can. I've repaired roofs before, but this will be the first time that I'm going to be using this EPDM rubber. I'll also be putting new trim down around the entire area, so from number 15 all the way up to number 10, as long as number 10 is going to be involved. Currently, I've been given a acceptance of work by number 11, number 12, number 13, myself at number 14, and partly at number 15. If number 10 goes ahead, that's going to be 5 houses I'm going to have to repair the roof on, which is going to be a substantial job. It is now 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm busy doing the labels. I'm going to pick and pack and post, and I need to get down for about 8 o'clock at the location. We don't want people's cars to be damaged. There's a lot of stuff's going to be coming off that roof, and I'm going to be putting a waterproof barrier down today while we're negotiating the prices and ensuring contractual obligations are met with the clients have now appointed me to fix their roof. So I have a new start today, coming to joining me today. So I'm looking forward to this new system that I put in place. I've got more staff coming on board that will be working for me, self-employed. Anyway, so what I got to do is I got to get to work, get these Amazon orders, these eBay orders, the Shopify orders, and the other bits and pieces done. Also, I've got something to announce. I have just got myself involved with this company, landlords. I'm going to be changing how I do things in regards to what I sell. And these are high ticket items, one of many brands that I'll be getting in, and I'll be starting distributionship of that. This is the start of my new online company, selling high quality products, high ticket items on eBay, on Amazon, on my own sites. And that product will be sold in bulk, and I'll be buying it from the actual manufacturer and selling it at the recommended retail price, because I'm not there to do things for free. And here I am, 6:30 in the morning, and I'm packing my stuff. Has to be packed. I need to be out of here before 7 so I can get down and park outside so no one parks in the area where I'm throwing a load of tar down. So I need to get this done as soon as possible. So guys, can't talk. Right, so there's been a load of growth that's caught inside here, and the water, or the inside, there's a loop and there's muck right inside. This all has to be cleared back and taken back. The sheer weight of it actually is 1, 2, 3, there's 4 layers of bitumen here that has to be taken away. It's a dead weight. It's very heavy in weight, and ultimately that all has to be cut away using that. So we have now found out the cause was here at number 11. This is where it first started lifting, and the whole boards here are fully rotten, and that's why there was no support holding the roof, and it kept on lifting. Number 10 and number 9, I believe, are going to be done through the insurance company, and this is number 11, and that is number 12. And this probably, because of the sheer weight, there's probably a couple of ton there. We have to take that down bit by bit, including the soil and all the growth, including all the plant and vegetation there is there. So I'll turn it around. So it's not an easy job what's going to happen here. This is not going to be easy work. I have to go and get more batteries. I've run out of batteries on it. But I got one of my colleagues now helping me clear up all the sandbanks. Someone has put butyl rubber down on top of the bitumen and put sandbanks in for another one of the neighbours. They just basically put sandbanks, and the bags have deteriorated to a point where there's just sand now on top and it's all washed away. But the butyl rubber, it was a temporary fix. I have no idea why it was done that way, but we have to rip up all the butyl rubber too, and a lot of the slates also are busted. So if you have a look here, so there is all the damage to the slates, and there's all the sandbanks there, look. In regards to that, as I said, there's probably about a ton of roof felt here, maybe more, and it keeps going. The damage is so vast, it just keeps going. There is now 7 houses that have been damaged by this, and it will all need to be cleaned. Look at the state of that. It's destroyed. Soil vent pipe has gone through the bathroom ceiling, and yeah, it's not fun. So I will probably, once I've cleared this, I'll report back to all the clients. At the minute I got 5 people I'm working for, so I need to get back to it because I'm working for people. So I will speak to you soon. Okay, so I'm up on the roof. I'm absolutely knackered. We've lifted all off the felt. I'm sure it was roughly 2 ton. I'm absolutely knackered. I've got a rotten headache. I think it's just I was up this morning at 5 o'clock. I was up really early to get the Amazon and the eBay orders fixed. But anyway, let's have a look at this. So currently, as you can see, it's all been cleaned. There is a bit of felt still about here, there. I'm just going to try and keep as much felt. This actually shocking. This is my property here, and it turns out that my roof is fine, but the damage that it's caused, sadly, means that has to be fixed as well. So I have to take my part of my roof off as well, but I'm leaving it on for the time being. Now, you know, the amount of roofing work that was done here, a bit of butyl rubber, and it was sitting flapping, as you can see. Broke the tiles. That's all smashed to crap. It's all raised. That's going to have to be fully replaced. It's actually smashed, so it actually smashed through the toilet as well. So the inside of that person's toilet is wrecked. There's a hole in the roof, and this one is in really bad shape. This roof is in bad shape. Now I've cut off a lot of the felt and I've cut it into squares. The reason is because I am now going to make this area waterproof, and all I'm going to do is put down some
some black sheeting. Going to put it down, I'm going to weigh it down, and that'll keep me going until I get confirmation from all the clients, including, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clients here that may or may not use me to repair this. If they don't use me, they have to go in pairs, because the roof is set in a pairing system. So the landlord that owns the one beside me has to pair with my repair. So he's going to have to pay me for the repair on that one. However, he's the landlord of 2 properties, one I'm standing on, and then he's neighbouring with another tenant, or another landlord, who also will see that landlord wants to be involved with me as well. But then you have this one, where I've currently set these bits of square felt on at the minute for weights, and that is number 9, this is number 10, this is number 11, number 12, 13, 14 and 15. Oh, there we go there. So there it is, and that is really all I got to do. You can see right over there is the sheeting. So I'm going to get this up now. It's all cleaned, everything's gone, everything's tidied up. I brushed it all down. Some of it's rotten. If you have a look here, it's all rotten, massively rotten here. So I have to fix all of that. Well, let's see. Anyway, I will speak to you soon. We will have the sheeting down in the next 20 minutes or so, I hope. Good speaking to you. Okay, so that is now the waterproof membrane down. That's basically the best I can do. I've managed to do 6 properties and get water covered for 6 properties. That's the best I can do. Now, a lot of these people are not wanting me to fix it, but I decided to make sure that it was done because the insurance company wasn't playing ball. So, one of the neighbours actually said the insurance company was supposed to come out and waterproof it. Didn't happen. So I did it, and we'll go and just go and have a chat with her. She wants to give me a bit of money for doing the job. Okay, if she doesn't, that's also okay. Right, that's me. I am done here until I get both the insurance. There's so many people, so it's going to be a massive hodgepodge of conversation and all sorts of things. But I am pretty good with that. I'm happy with that. I will show you once again what I've done from calamity to that. So from calamity to that's the best I can do for the time being. It keeps everyone dry-ish. It's not fully dry, and it may not stay down, depends on the winds, but I'm going to have to probably get more security down on that, get more windproofing on that whilst we are communicating with the insurance company. And there we have it. So remember, you're talking to Big Al. This is what I do on a daily basis. And thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. Ding ding. And that's it.